Hey, what's up, YouTube? Where are my glasses? How are y'all doing? We are going to interview a cast member, a beautiful singer, brother from G Status ATL Hustle, none other than Ike. And he have a chart song on the iTunes charts. So when he send a request, we're gonna bring him on and we're gonna have a conversation. Now this is the first me interviewing Ike. I listened to his music. Wish You Were Here is one of my top songs that I actually downloaded, and I would listen to that song every single day in the car. And so he's going to be coming on the live, and we're going to be talking about it, his career, his experience being on G Status ATL Hustle, and other things. And so we are here. Let me see if I can, if he brought in. So we waiting on him to send a request. So his record, oh my gosh, is off the chain. And I am so happy that an independent artists are getting the love, getting the support, getting the love and the support out there and actually on there and people are now giving him the support. And so I'm gonna bring him on. It's a first for the Wiley Show because I've never ever interviewed him. Welcome. How are you doing?
Wiley, what is going on? What's up?
Well, first and foremost, I threw a lot of shade at you.
I know. I'm glad. I'm surprised I'm on here. I don't want you to fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be bored. So I hope you're not bored to death by my boring ass.
But you are talented. I just feel like let's talk about who reached out to you to do this show. What made you want to do G Status ATL Hustle?
Well, here's the thing. I'm a boss. So I'm a boss in many ways. So it was my idea. Anytime I could expand my own platform and reach other people. And allow that to transition into transactions, purchases, streams, bookings, and gigs, which I have been able to do. That was my goal.
So when you made the agreement to come on the show, did you know the girls that you was going to be with? The rumors about the show, the drama that you knew about that?
I didn't know anybody. I
Okay.
didn't know anybody, and nobody knew me. So that's what I love the most about it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how you when you first portrayed on the show, you were pretty much looking at Tramiel dating and flirtation. So tell us about that.
Well, that was a storyline. When I went to sign my contract, they asked me, was I single? I was in a relationship at the time. They're like, oh, okay, good, good, good. Maybe you can film with your boyfriend. I'm like, maybe so. But 2 weeks before we started actually filming, I broke up with him. It was like, damn, okay. So maybe we'll have you go on some speed dating, or maybe we'll. So that was a part of the storyline. So, Tramiel was just a person. I think they went up to him and asked, did he think I was cute? And it was like, okay, well, ask him out. And that's what happened.
So when you asked him out, so was it genuine? Was it genuine love?
I didn't ask him out. He asked me out, and it wasn't love at all. We connected. We got to know each other, but we decided that it was best that we be friends because I was just out of a relationship, so I wasn't even, what I'm saying, trying to do anything so serious.
Because the connection was there. I felt the sexual tension there, though. And
There was actually no sexual tension at all.
wow, but we sure felt like y'all put it together on camera, though.
You think so?
I sense the chemistry. One of the episodes, I believe that was the first episode of G7 or the second, with the fight scene at the Hibachi Grill.
Okay.
And you was really giving Redrick love. You said she is so beautiful.
He is, yeah.
And you was like, he's so beautiful. And I thought you was gonna start flirting and try to act out. And I was like, why did you try to shoot your shot?
Because once again, this is the thing about me. I feel like you can acknowledge somebody's beauty. See, a lot of these people have never been fed compliments before. You know what I'm saying? And when they are fed compliments, it's coming off as flirting, or maybe he's shooting a shot. Nah, I'm just giving people their flowers. I could pass somebody in the mall and be like, hey, baby, I think you're a queen. All right, have a good day. So I'm that type of person. And I wasn't going to shoot my shot because, like I said, I was just out of a relationship. So I didn't want to give anybody the wrong impression.
So I hear that piece. Now, when the fight happened, you were so out of place. You didn't know what was going on. When the plate
Yeah,
came across the room, you were like, what the hell? What the
yeah.
hell were you shocked? Like, who are these ghetto motherfuckers?
Well, you know I was out of my element for sure. I wasn't shocked because I had watched Chasing Atlanta, so I was familiar with Divine. So when I saw that Divine was when he was in the mix, I was like, okay, I'm not surprised. I saw season 1 of G Status, so Dre Simber was involved. I was like, I'm not shocked. So no, I wasn't shocked. That's just not my lane. So
So let's take it. You have the episode. I remember where it was the infamous fight outside with Delicious and Hakeem. But
yeah,
you, I believe you were inside the event, right?
I was inside. I eventually came out, but for the most part, I was inside during that whole thing.
And when you did come out, Tramel was throwing major shade. So
Wasn't it shady?
he was like throwing shade because you was trying to have a peace summit or trying
Right.
to have Shirai him talk. So why did you feel that he was being shady or mean to you?
Tramel was kind of being mean to me, but the reason he was being mean because it was one of his work scenes, and he didn't want to talk to Sherrod. I think they had tried to pair him and Sherrod up many times before that, and they never could do it. But so he felt like coming to his event, quote unquote, and setting that up. He didn't feel like he was getting a shine at the event that he invited production to come to. So when
So
it came, he didn't want to have that interaction with Sherrod there.
okay, so now when you wait, and then you finally, and they finally talk. So you know you did your job, but yeah, you had to deal with the aggressiveness. How you know the major point I'm asking each cast member about Delicious because the cast member said they're going to cut her short because of her racial insensitive comments. Do you feel as though that was unfair? Because you know Hakeem called her a man, and that's transphobic. Do you feel like they should have kept the same energy for him as well?
You know, I don't feel like there's any place in any of those communities for dialogue like that. Like when it comes to transphobia, there's no place in the gay community for that. When it comes to the racial comments she's made, there's no place in the, you know what I'm saying, in the black community when you're not a black person. So I understand the backlash, but I mean, we still seeing Delicious in the episode. So what has been limited? What's been
Right.
limited?
That's because they put the big out.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask you this: do you feel like she should be at the reunion show? If she is being cut, do you feel like she's deserving to be there on that reunion stage?
Of course, yeah. I feel like if she wants to be there, she should be, and I'm sure she'll be invited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I was so shocked when I heard your music. You were in the studio. The episode just aired.
You have been supporting me so much with my music. You know, I like that you are so real, and you can say that I'm very boring and I put you to sleep, but you still able to give me my flowers when it comes to my music. So that means a lot. I appreciate you purchasing it. I saw your iTunes, so thank you for doing that.
Yes. And you were in the studio and you were nervous. I'm like, what are you nervous? You got a voice. So why were you nervous?
I'm gonna tell you why I was nervous, because I wanted the song to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I was still trying to grasp with the fact that there are cameras following me. So that's still kind of out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, when you listen to the music, I'm glad it translated well. Hey, Sherrod.
Yes. Hey, Sherrod. I don't have no money now. I don't have no money.
Huh?
I gotta get my millions. This is a little joke that we said for our review, but I ain't gonna get off topic. I'm gonna stay focused.
Oh, Lord.
I when you were there, you put that song together. When that
Yes.
finished product came out, I said you could compete with Tyrese, Tank, the best of them.
Are you just
You know,
saying that?
I'm for real. That voice, and you were charting. And the reason why I say that, do you remember that you were on the iTunes charts?
I was.
A lot of people don't get that at all. That is signed to a label.
You said it. You said it. You know, I entered at one. I think I was at number 126, but by the end of the day, I had peaked at number 99. So it was a blessing.
Yeah. So, when when I saw that, I and you know what? Shout out to Cameron from Chasing Atlanta.
Yes,
He showed you love.
he
That's
does.
how I got put on to your music.
Okay, you shout
Because
out to Cameron.
yeah, because you had a show, you had like a whole event, like a listening party, you did radio play, like you were really out there working.
Yes, I was. But if you watch the show, it's like, well, can the motherfucker even sing? Because we done had 6 episodes, and what? I mean, he ain't did shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, where is that showing in
Yeah.
there? And I get it, it's for the drama, but I love to see more of that. But when they played that song through the episode with them thousands of people listening, how did that make you feel?
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I was in the live chat during that time, so to see people shocked because you go 5 episodes and seeing, you know, me being a peacemaker. Hey, can y'all come and work this out? Hey, do y'all think y'all could talk? Hey, y'all stop doing that. And then all of a sudden, oh wait, this nigga can actually sing. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good feeling seeing that support. It's always good to and that like solidifies the reason why I came on this show to be able to show my craft to people like that. So it felt good.
I want to know your thoughts on this Sherrod storyline because it literally blew, like everybody was talking about it. Him giving allegedly Devon boyfriend some dick for a coin. What do you have to say about it? Is you against that? If somebody want to give some dick and sell a dick, are you against it? Because me, I'm not against it. If you want to motherfucking sling the dick, if there's two consenting adults, do it. If I have the money, instead of me going to look for it, I buy, hey, Sherrod, hello, I want this, and this. Here go your $60,000. I'll fly you out. I want that type of power. You ain't got to fuck all that asking questions. I know what I want. I know how I want to be flipped and dipped and slide and whatever. So, but what I want to say, are you against the escort thing? Because me, I don't have a problem if it's too consistent adult. It should be legal. But what's your thoughts on it?
From my understanding, this is what I'm saying. I have no problem with people being grown, making whatever decisions they want to do with their body, their mind, their spirit. You understand? That's fine. I don't think he knew Devon like that during that time. So I don't think he can be faulted when it comes down to loyalty, because I don't think he had any loyalty to Devon. You get what I'm saying? What was your question?
I would say, are you against escorting? Because are you against that?
I'm not against escorting at all. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, I know. Yeah. Because everybody in the episode, they were dragging Sherrod. Oh, she did it, but nigga, no, drag the nigga that wanted to dick.
I think they were dragging Sherrod because Sherrod, the way Sherrod was saying it, it was like he was bragging on it. Like, yeah, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how he came across. I did it. So what?
But dude, when you're an entrepreneur, just if you got it, you got it. He looks good. He looks good. And when you got that tea, but if someone is dragging you, I'm gonna say this, Ike, we can move on. And you in a relationship, you got to be careful taking up for your boyfriend or talking all that smack. If somebody got some tea, guess what they're gonna do? They're going to spill it.
Especially on a platform like this, so you just got to be careful, you know.
Absolutely, and that's what I love about you. You say you and I heard allegedly a source said you are with Londo. Is that true?
That I'm what now?
Did you in a relationship with Londo?
I'm not in a relationship, but we are. We're dating.
When Londo was in the episode, I was triggered. Let me tell you why I was triggered. Because he took that baby Walmart cake, $3 cake, the piece of it, and he put it in Hakeem's face.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Because what if he just slapped you with a cake? Like, how would that make you feel?
What if he slaps me with a cake? I'm not getting slapped with no cakes. I think his actions, I think you gotta think about it like this, right? If you got somebody that's your sister, and your sister is a transgender person, right? And your sister tells you, hey, this dude beat me up, or we got in a fight. A man fought me. I'm a transgender. I feel like that's where that aggression came from. Delicious, he looks at Delicious like that. That is his sister. You get what I'm saying? So even though he was not there, I think he acted based upon that story. And if you touch my sister, then I gotta touch you. Then I think a part of it too was it's a reality show. Ain't that what y'all want to see? I don't want to see my boring ass. Y'all want to see cakes and face. So what? Right? I think he made a splash with that. So what?
Do you think he did that to solidify his spot for the next season? Because let's be clear, nobody was talking about Londo in this entire season until he put the cake in Hakeem's face. Do you believe he did that just to make some noise to secure a spot for next season?
No, knowing him outside of the couple of episodes that you've seen him in, and just knowing any of us outside of, like, I know that he doesn't want to. I don't think he's interested in coming back for the next season. So I don't think he did it for that reason. And this happened a year and a half ago. So I don't know. I think he was. I never just talked about it and asked him, "Well, why did you do that?" But my opinion is his sister. If you do something to my sister, I might do something to you too.
Absolutely. But I will tell you that he never slapped you or will punch you or anything.
Nobody has.
Okay. It seems to me that you are not into drama. You to yourself, and you're a homebody. Is that correct? Do you like to be at home? Because I don't really see you out like that.
Now,
Like,
now, let me ask you something. What are the perks? What are the advantages or benefits of being in drama? You say I'm not interested in it. So let's just say I was interested in it. What will I get? Some likes and comments? No, I'm asking.
no, yeah, that's about it. Likes and comments. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I work in the private sector. I make a nice salary. I got businesses. I do bookings. I got my music. I have a reputation to uphold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to act crazy on a platform just for some likes and comments. I could just come on to the platform like myself. People are already buying my sites. My sites ain't even hit an episode yet. People are streaming my music. They're purchasing my songs. I done got 2 bookings for back in Louisiana just from people watching me. They want me to sing at their wedding. Well, one lady backed out, and 2 people that asked me to write for them. So I'm a boss. I don't know if I'm boring, but I take my boring ass to these gigs. I get these boring motherfucking jobs, getting my paid off boring ass car drive to the boring ass bank and cash out at these boring ass deposits. So that's what my boring ass do.
So I hear you. Yeah. I always ask independent artists, do you want to stay on the independent route? Because I've read an article, a lot of mainstream R&B singers like Monica is independent, Brandy's independent. Would you like to stay independent, or would you like to sign to a major label?
It's a hard question. Here's the thing. I'm a smart person, so I think I wouldn't mind signing to a label. But the thing about it, contractually, I would have to be. It just depends on the terms of the contract, because I wouldn't sign a 360 deal, but I think signing to a label would give me the exposure that I need, and I think I'd be able to handle it from that point. Like, I'm smart enough to never be able to tank. The independent route is hard starting off independent, because it's like you got to claw your way up to just get exposed to people. So I'm thankful to G Status, because it is a vehicle to reach more people, but it's that climb is just very hard. So I'm supportive of either if the terms are right.
I want to ask you this. Do you see yourself having children one day? Married, kids?
Yes, I do. I do. A while ago I didn't, but I can see that. I'm not against that.
Now, I've asked all the cast members this. Do you think that G Status should book a host on the show that is actively talking about the show every week, or should they book someone that never talked about the show, to host the reunion? Would you like to see host the reunion show?
Who would I like to see host it? You want to host it? That's why you're asking?
I would love to host the reunion show. We put that out there. We still going to be campaigning to our thousands of people, because the reason why I say this is because I love this show, and I think what it's done for the culture is opening up many doors for artists like yourself, especially for artists that are independent, because historically, you all have not been given the chance, especially in the LGBT community. They would book mainstream artists before they would book an artist like yourself. And I've been advocating for years that LGBT artists get the same spotlight like these mainstream artists, especially when it comes to our community.
Well, let me tell you something about that. And you're absolutely right. But you know what? It starts in the community. The gay community doesn't support their gay artists. Absolutely. Like, it's millions and millions of gay people, LGBT community, protesting for civil human rights. But imagine if those millions of people would treat me and Charlie Exile and Delicious Maserati how they treat Nicki Minaj, how they treat Beyonce, if they will post about them, if they will purchase their music, we'd be on the bill. I wouldn't have been on the iTunes charts. I would have been on the Billboard charts. But we don't even support each other. So how can we expect to be asked to be on mainstream platforms when in-house we're not supported like that? So I think it starts with us. Can you imagine if the millions of people who are protesting, the millions of people who are watching, that are watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, what if they were watching the stations on Logo?
Come on. Yes.
You can understand? What if they were watching us? Y'all can talk about Nene Leakes. Y'all can talk about, you know what I'm saying, Charlie Exile. You talk about me. So I think it starts here first. I think that's the biggest problem.
Because yes, it does, and it starts with the clubs. It starts with the DJs playing your music, spinning your music, because that's a big component of it. And it also starts with the artists being hungry and really making noise. Mm-hmm. Do you see yourself doing a virtual concert, doing something virtual?
I'm putting together something right now. I was thinking, should I go the virtual route? But I don't know. I'm putting together something right now. It's not going to be virtual. I may stream it, but okay. It's an event a specialized event that I have that I want to do in the next couple of months. But I do want to answer your question. And I see Hermit TV Junkie says something that I've always believed too. I always thought the host should host the reunion, because I like that. I like that Andy hosts Housewives. I like that Karan hosts the the Come Up and all of that. Mm-hmm. But I know Ja is not going to host it. But I wouldn't mind you hosting, or Imani Banzette. Like, other than that, anybody on the Just Us League, people who pay attention to the show.
Absolutely, because I think that would make the show different. Because I'm coming in with a whole fan base that typically do not watch LGBT content. I have a female base that is very supportive. Mm-hmm. And they are now watching the show thanks to my promo of the show. Because I've been connected with the hottest blog, Tasha K, and she's got millions of followers. And I streamed that interview. So I'm giving as much attention as possible, because I don't want to ever get so big that I forget about the LGBT community.
There you go.
Because there's so many LGBT powerful outlets that forget about where they come from. They don't talk about the show. They don't interview. And I said, I would never do that. I don't care how big I get. I will always take time out of my platform to talk about G Status, ATL Hustle, or any other show that I feel that need the exposure and the attention, especially only if it's entertaining. Because if it's boring as fuck, I'm going to drag the fuck out of it. But if it's good, quality is great, and you are out, I want to look more from you, Ike, because there's so much to your story. You have a story, and I don't think this season really showed enough of it. But that night, it was your night. You died with that music. That was your night.
Thank you. And I have other stuff coming up. I had a few more gigs. I went to Houston with my sides. I don't want to give everything away, but you'll see a few more events from me. And and I appreciate you. I'll be watching your interviews with some of the cast, and I know that you're not biased, because you talk about everybody. So I'm endorsing you. I'm gonna endorse. Are you gonna shoot your shot?
Yes, I'm going to continue. And we already started the campaign. We've done a poll. Over 90% of my audience want that to happen. People send me emails. Even when the show doesn't air, I get phone calls across the country. Wiley, when is it coming out? Because I talk about the show so much.
You do. You really do. We appreciate it too.
And I will continue to do so whether I get it or don't get it. You don't have to pay me. And most folks ain't going to say that. Especially, you have to pay me. You don't have to give me a check. Give me the opportunity, because I understand business. And sometimes you don't necessarily need a check, because you're going to get stuff on the back end just to help this project.
That's right.
Because this is an independent operation. Because when the episode's not coming out, I can understand it. You're putting all your money. This ain't backed by a big corporation.
That's right.
This is backed by whatever dollars you can recoup as being independent. Right. So for you understand this because you're an artist. Studio, mixing, mastering, everything that you have, it comes out of your pocket. Would that be accurate?
That's true. Yep. I don't have any backing, no management, no team. I endorse you. I endorse Wiley to host the reunion.
Yes.
I said it here.
You are making so much noise, and I thought you had a management team, because the noise that you made, you were and it wasn't trash. Because I listened to some music, it sound like you went water, sound like water. It ain't mixed right, but that work, I said, damn.
Wow. Do you like, who else do you like on the show that makes music? Do you like Charlie's music?
I like Charlie. Love Charlie personality.
Yeah.
I
You don't
call
like
him
his
the
music?
Diana Ross of the show because he's
Yeah.
the only one it's like Charlie got his own reality show within G Status.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got his own reality show. He's going to his own. He's in his own world. But he was so out of place in the last episode by that pool. I'm like, what are you doing by the pool? That was so out of place because he don't really be around the cast like that. He's doing his own thing.
Uh-huh.
But the music, I love the music. Delicious? No, I don't feel it. But I love her personality because she can make a dope ass podcast host, radio show host, YouTube. She is everything. Her mouth, when she took off her wig, come on. I love that. I love that feistiness because she all about, I love that.
She's a star. She is a star.
She is the star. She have that it factor.
Yeah.
You know, for you, I can see you on big stages. Do you see yourself? Do you want to get Grammys? Do you want to get NAACP awards, Billboard awards?
I just want to be. I want to live in my purpose. Like if that's what's meant for me, then I'm all for it. I want to do it to the best of my ability. If that's the awards that I get from it, I'm gonna walk in it. I would love that.
They said, "Can you sing? Can you want to sing a little song?" And make sure y'all go and stream his music. Yeah. Let's get that back on. Get him back on these charts.
Please, that would be a blessing. Can I sing? I don't think my voice sounding good right now.
I feel you. But how can they find out more about you? Because I'm going to stream this on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Periscope, on my Twitch, all over. He said voice ain't together.
Thank you. You can find me anywhere. Like I'm on all streaming services at Array. You can just type in Array. Wish you were here. Or somebody. I thought we'd be together, loving on each other until forever. But I opened up my eyes one day and realized I lost my baby. Yeah. But you can follow me on everything except OnlyFans at Voice of Array. Follow me.
You better not be on OnlyFans singing butt naked with whipped cream on your body.
They can't afford me.
Yes, thank you so much. Wow, you can catch Array. That's your artist name, right?
Array, yes, sir.
Yes, and you can catch him every week on G Status ATL Hustle. And I'm telling you, people, if you're not into this show, get into it. Go to YouTube right now. Type in G Status ATL Hustle. Watch season 2, episode 1, all the way up to the current episode. You will be thoroughly entertained. You might see an old grandpa that is drunk. You might see a lady get walked on. You know, it's a whole lot that you might see. But you will be entertained.
We love you, Wiley. Thank you for making space for G Status.
I love you. Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Thank you all. Y'all have a good one.